Hello and welcome in. I am Dr. Jankovic. This is episode 3 of Rosethorn. And in case you don't know, this is my long-term solo world that I've had for well over 7 years. And, you know, if you've watched this series before, you'll know that this is my Bedrock world. But you Minecraft veterans will probably notice that we're not actually on Bedrock. That's right. I actually converted the world over to Java. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and I figured, you know, Java has such, you know, it's just much more of a polished game, and replay mod exists. I'd be able to absolutely make videos way easier than I would on Bedrock. So, I felt this was the right decision, and, you know, let me show you a couple things. First of all, coming in the front door here, you can obviously tell there was a problem with something. I did place that deep slate there, but our floor is gone. Now, I mean, there was stone just like that. You know, the double smooth stone slab with carpet on top. That's just non-existent. Oh, we've got parts of the... Oh, of course, I can't climb that tower. We've got parts of the floor missing. It's just a mess. I haven't even checked the basement. Let me see this. Okay, it looks like the basement is intact. I don't see any blocks missing. I am a little bit worried about some of the other things in here. Oh no. Well, our sheep and cows are absolutely gone, so we're gonna have to make some food pretty soon. But everything seems to be intact. We're missing a few blocks here and there. But yeah, I mean, I used Mojang's new tool called Chunker. And it's a web-based application that converts worlds for you. I don't know if there was a better tool, but you know, going into this, I figured there's so many problems with this world to start with, because it's been on so many different versions of Minecraft and been through so many generation changes. You know, I might as well just roll with it. Plus, this gives me a chance to maybe improve some things with the tower here, even though I don't want to change it too much from the original design, just to keep it original, because we've got all this land around that we can mess with. You know, even that over there is different. I don't really understand why they changed that. I was looking over there the other night, and that is a very beautiful birch forest on Bedrock, but for some reason the conversion really drove that up high for some reason. So I have no idea what's up with that, but you know, it's going to be a really fun time cleaning up this world. But it is going to be hard to do that without elytra. So, you know what? I think this is going to be the episode. We might want to fight the Ender Dragon and get some elytra. We do have one problem with that, though. We don't have any blaze rods or ender pearls for that matter. Plus, I have already checked, and it is a travesty. I've got no more villagers. They just disappeared from the conversion. Which is okay. I mean, it's not a huge deal. I can just quickly make up a breeder. Honestly, I think it's a little bit easier on Java anyway. So, I think I know where a village is. As long as the villagers are still there, it's going to be a piece of cake. If they're not there, we're going to have to venture out to new chunks and find villagers. Or our other option is go into the nether, find a warped forest, and get some ender pearls. I don't really want to do that, though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. Before I go to the end dimension and fight the ender dragon, we at least need a reliable source of food. So I think I'm going to venture out into the forest, maybe find some cows. Other than that, we have fully enchanted weapons that I actually got on Bedrock. I've got a sharpness 4 sword, power 5 bow with infinity, so we're good there. We just need food and, you know, just ways to sustain ourselves here. Plus, we need to go into the nether, like I said earlier, and find a nether fortress. Now, I will say I did cheat. I did venture into the nether before making this video. I did find another fortress, but not one with blazes. I can only attribute that to the janky generation that's probably happening on this world, but I think we're just gonna have to go deeper into the nether just to find another nether fortress. So one that might have blazes. Can you imagine that? A nether fortress without blazes? What is my luck? So a little update on my situation here. I literally forgot in the last 10 seconds that I had this entire basement full of vegetables that I can eat. So I think I'm pretty good on the food at the moment. Eventually I do want to get golden carrots or steak, either one. But for now, I think we're good to focus on bigger and better things like getting elytra. But, you know, I noticed I had 10 obsidian in my inventory, and that really brought up a great question. I'm not really sure if the nether portal is correct. So I'm going to hop into the nether, make sure that the coordinates match, and if not, I'm going to line it up so that it does. So in case anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about here, basically, the first time you travel to the nether, you set your nether portal up at a location in the world. For example, I've got this one at 17 by negative around 296. Now, if we hop into the nether side, it is at 13 by negative 41. Now, if we do the math, I can see if this is actually aligned with the overworld or not. So the way you find a nether portal in the nether side is you take your overworld coordinates. For instance, this one in the overworld, I'm at 17 by negative 296 once again, and then you divide those numbers by 8 pretty much. So this portal should be at 2 by negative 37, which that negative 41 isn't bad, but that 11 there is about 10 blocks off where it should be. So I think I should move this portal just to be safe and make sure that the future portals link correctly. So give me just a second and I'm going to move this thing just 10 blocks away. Okay, I've broken the old portal and we will see if this one links up. If it doesn't, then I've really created a problem for myself. Oh, well that's not good at all. I'll tell you what, maybe I should just restore the original portal and never build a portal close to it. Because to be honest, I don't think there's anything of interest at least 150 blocks away from here. So, yeah. Plus, once you get elytra, traveling becomes very much easy. So maybe I won't have to use the nether so much anyways. So that certainly didn't work. Obviously that's not the right portal either. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to maybe break the bigger portal, relight it, and then see what it does, because that's really strange. If that doesn't work, I may have to completely move both portals to a different location. I hope I don't have to do that, but you know, whatever works. So we'll relight the big one here. I need to relight this one. Oh good, that worked. Okay, so I think we have a linked portal. Let me try it just one more time. Okay, that worked like a charm. Absolutely, we have a linked portal. So here's the plan. I know there's a lot of warp forest around, and I remember finding a fortress just a few minutes ago, but I can't seem to remember my tunnel that I dug in order to find that. So what I'm doing here is I've just went on the other side of my spawn portal there, and I'm just digging a new tunnel. Hopefully we can find a warped forest or something safer than that, and find another fortress in the process, because I'll tell you, the Crimson Forests are terrifying. You get the hoglins, so many piglins. It's just bad news. Plus, if we find a warped forest, we will be able to find Endermen. But this is absolutely a soul valley with chunk errors or something there, because this world is so janked up. But oh goodness. You know, this is a nice change of pace, though, because I don't think I've been to a soul sand valley yet. Maybe we'll find something. So I just decided to bridge across here because, number one, we need to establish a nether hub at some point, and I figure just, you know, going with the cardinal directions is probably the way to go. Also, there's obviously some janky generation going on here, so I figure if we go pretty far out, maybe it'll even itself out. We'll have to just see. Well, there's a basalt delta. That's not exactly what we need, but I know where I can get a lot of basalt if I need it. I will say I'm about 440 blocks out now, and generation does seem to be stabilizing a little bit, so I think my hypothesis was absolutely correct. No luck on the nether fortress, though. I'm going to have to keep looking for that one. Oh my goodness, would you look at that. I have never seen anything so beautiful in my entire life. Just to recap, I changed my strategy quite a bit. I decided to dig a tunnel in the ceiling, so I didn't have to worry about weird generation and lava and all that. And I'm about around 400 blocks away from the portal. I decided to go into a completely different direction, way high up. The only problem is I'm not sure how I'm gonna get down, but I'm sure I'll figure out something. If I have to, I can just go back to spawn and get some gravel or something. Okay, so it took a lot of trial and error. I mean, just look how convoluted that bridge is. But we have made it. We're getting attacked. This is exactly as planned. All I'm worried about is the withers giving me the wither effect. But you can fix that pretty easily just by doing this. So they can't actually run after you. But there's plenty of blazes here. We just have to not get lit on fire and actually kill one. Oh, cool. And there is a spawner, too. Oh, look at that. Our first blaze rod. Alright, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to maybe get like 16 of them. You know, just enough to get us by. And I think I've got it under control now. Anyways, though, we have 15 blaze rods. I think that's enough for now. I'm going to screenshot these coordinates, and then I'm going to make my way back because we've got all we need here. I've just got to make sure I don't run into a wither, which kills me. And there may be some treasure at some point for us also. There's a lot of withers that spawn here. I think it's because it's in a basalt delta, so there's very limited mobs that can actually spawn, so the chance that a wither skeleton spawns is pretty high. So maybe this may be the perfect portal, the perfect fortress for us. We might be able to do a wither skeleton farm, blaze farm, just all in one. That'd be awesome. But yeah, let me find my way back to spawn here, because I may have to memorize a little bit of this, but I'll meet you back there. Against all odds, I made it back to safety with the blaze rods intact, and that is just step one in getting elytra. The next thing we need to do is actually get some ender pearls for Eyes of Ender, and I want plenty of these. So I think I got enough. I do have the coordinates in case I need to go back and get more blaze. But, you know, since all my villagers disappeared, I think the best method is going to rummage up all of the gold that I have in all my chests. I still haven't looked through every one of them. And I can always go mine some more. But I think bartering is going to be our best bet right now. As you can see, I have the gold booties on, and I'm ready to go into the nether and try to haggle with these piglin people. So, yeah, let's let this smelt up really quick and see if we can't get us a few ender pearls. All right, we've got our guy here. Let's see if he'll give us what we want. All right, you know you want to give me some ender pearls. What was that? Oh, quartz? I mean, I'll take it. Last ingot. Come on. I've done 45 of these and no luck. More leather. Well, I mean, I can't complain. I did get some good resources, but looks like we're going to have to go mining for a lot more gold and see if we can get it that way. There's a chance I have a few ender pearls in my storage, but I'll just have to see. Well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is I've looked through all these chests in here in this incredibly unorganized storage, and I've been able to find 10 ender pearls, which you need at most 12 ender pearls for the portal, and then you need 4 to 5 pearls usually, if that many, to actually find the stronghold. So I would like to get 20, and I think that's very doable. We have a few different options. I can either go mining for some gold, I can find a village and just trade with a cleric, or I can find endermen out in the world, or if I can find a warped forest, which I didn't see any warped forest. So I'm not sure if that's going to be an option or not. I think my easiest option actually is going to be me mining for more gold, which unfortunately, and here's the bad news, means that I'm going to have to split this video into 2 parts. It is getting rather long. I try not to go over 15 minutes. I think this video is going to turn out to be about 18. So I don't really feel comfortable making this a super long video just so I can go to the end and fight the Ender Dragon. I mean, that's like another 15 minutes of content right there. So I'm going to do a lot of mining off camera, get as much gold as possible, and we are going to absolutely brute force barter these ender pearls. So next episode, we are starting out going to the end. Finding the stronghold and going to the end, because I am so tired of being on foot. I would love to fly around this world. I never have. I've had this world for almost 8 years now, and I've never flown around. I just cannot wait. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you've put up with my shenanigans if you've made it this far. You know, if you haven't hit that like button just yet, please do. I really encourage you to. It absolutely helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't hit the subscribe button just yet, I do encourage you to do that so you can hopefully get notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here.